Yeah.
Welcome to the Moral Compass. This is part 2 of the series that is ongoing. Last night, we had the women telling the naked truth about men. And tonight, we got the men in the house, women in a nutshell. So I hope you're chiming in tonight. We'll be looking for your comments. Let me tell you, we got a star-studded cast here. We got Jerry Bennett up there, top right corner. And I'm gonna tell you what, we do a little different. Mike Bryant was giving me problems because I got the promo video, so I'll do a little bit different, huh? Because we'll have a promo video. Starting up in the right corner, Jerry Bennett. Down in the lower corner to my left, wearing the Dallas Cowboy jersey and the Dallas Cowboy hat from Macbeth, South Carolina. It is Bam Mab Michael Bryant. Coming to you by way of Texas, from Mount Stonor, South Carolina. It is the man himself, the myth, Lothario Vanish, the mayor of Steel Nation.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Wasn't that better? That was better than the promo video, right?
I'll take that. I'll take it though.
That was good.
Well done. Letitia West is already on point, guys. Letitia, before I can even ask the question, Letitia West says, "Hello, guys. This is going to be interesting." Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
What I walk myself into tonight?
Oh, we got a Dallas Cowboy fan. We got Junior Duncan in the building. Junior Duncan.
My man brought some fans.
All right. Monty said, "What you get yourself into?" Well, Monty, we had a pretty good discussion last night, man.
Yeah,
about them. And Therio called me out. Therio called my name. I could tell by the way he sent the text what he was saying. I knew what the Cornell meant. Like he thought maybe I had left our side and gone to the other side, but no, I'm trying to be fair. So tonight we got the guys in the house, and so we're gonna start asking some questions. I got some more people that we were planning to have show up, but we gonna roll what we got. That's how we do it around here, man. We gonna roll what we got. All right, so Monty, we gonna start with you. We can start with you up there in that.
All right. Well, all right.
All right. The first question is: if a woman forgets to wax her mustache before a date, is there a problem?
It'll be a problem if her mustache is darker than mine. So to answer that question, if it's not darker and she hasn't done it, then we cool. But if it's darker, you might really need to wax that. So,
all right, Michael Bryant.
Yo,
if a woman forgets to wax her mustache before a date, is there a problem?
Yeah, I mean, she forgot the wax. I forgot the date. I mean, that's kind of simple, I mean, if your mustache is, like I said, if both of us walking in there with a mustache, yeah, it's gonna be an issue. Yeah, it's gonna be an issue. Yeah.
Oh, Therio Vanish. If a woman forgets to wax her mustache before a date, is there a problem?
It's not a problem with her. It's a problem with me. Because if you got enough mustache to wax, I'm not exactly sure why I'm going on this date. That's my personal opinion. But my women don't have mustache. That's a personal preference.
Oh, Leanne the Palmer chimed in. He said, if she
let's
forgets
see.
to wax it, I'm gonna check to see if she has on some.
Yeah.
Leslie United Methodist
Hey,
House.
I know this is a family show, but you need to watch how you check them drawers too.
For real though. For real.
Whoa there, Nelly.
Oh,
God.
oh God. All right. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So, okay. My cousin said he need the link. Okay, let me send him the link, man, while we doing this. All right. The next question is, what is the worst blind date or friend hookup you ever had? And we'll go ahead and start with you this time, Lethero. And before these gentlemen speak, this show in no way has anything to do with who these gentlemen are dating or married to. Disclaimer in right now. All right. We just talking in general. That's all. We're just talking in general. Letitia West laughed, and then Letitia West also said, she said, check the neck before dating. So she said you better check to make sure that it's not Adam's apple up there. That's what Letitia West was saying. You better check to make sure it's not Adam's apple. So if a woman, so what is the worst blind date? What is the worst blind date or friend hookup you ever had, Letherium?
Let's see. Maybe about 25 years ago, I was coming from overseas and I was visiting my sister in Atlanta. I ended up calling my cousin in Atlanta as well and ended up going through his dispatcher. And we ended up having a great conversation. One thing turned into another, and we ended up, meeting each other. She told me she looked like Janet Jackson. That's a true story. And all I will say is she wasn't even Janet Jackson-ish, in no way close. And so we went to the movies. It was Pulp Fiction. Make a long story short, I ended up sneaking out the movie.
He said she looked like
when she started snoring in the movie and dropped off, I ended up sneaking out the movie and catching a cab and going back to my sister's place. That's a true story.
Oh. Letitia said, check the neck before dating. And then here's what Junior says, especially if you're in Atlanta.
Especially.
No doubt, son. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
Oh, Lord. Michael B.
Yo.
What is the worst blind date or friend hookup you ever had?
Well, it's kind of interesting that you actually would bring this subject up. Years ago, one of my best friends forced me to actually go out with him because his girl actually had a friend who needed some companionship while him and the other young lady was out. I said, no, I don't want to go. He said, man, if you're my best friend, then you should go. Well, needless to say, when we got there, his date was off the chain. My date, not trying to be funny, had 2 air tanks that she was breathing out and a bed longer than mine.
Stop.
And was snoring and wasn't even sleeping.
Ooh,
so
mine was sleeping.
No, mine wasn't sleeping. So because he is my buddy, yeah, I did that. But after everything was over with, I looked him in his eyes and I said, you don't have to worry about that. No.
Hey, that was a good friend. You were a good friend, Mike.
Yeah, and I'm still a good friend.
Honest.
Yeah, still a good friend. Yeah.
That guy, oh man, what did I do? You guys can't see me, can you?
Oh, of course we can.
We see.
You can see me?
Yeah.
I can't see you guys. I did something crazy. Let me see if I can get back to where I was. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's see here. I don't know why it shrinked it like that. Let me go ahead. All right, that's better. Oh, Letitia West says simply to that. Oh, yeah, that's what Letitia West says. And then Monica Wright said, tell Mike he better not tell about my hookups for him.
Oh no. Oh no.
Was that a hookup? Was that Monica that hooked you up to that person?
No, it wasn't actually Monica. I'm looking. Yeah, it wasn't Monica.
So I'm on.
I tell you.
No, it wasn't Monica. I'm just leave that where it's at.
Monty.
Let me call you back. Hey man, hey Cornell, that's Orte, man. He having some technical difficulties. He had to hit me up, man. Said
you sent him the link?
He said he got the link.
So what's the problem? He can't get in?
Let me see if let me send you the link and see if you can get on. I'll do that.
Send the link, man. So we can get him in the house because he's crazy.
Yeah.
We get him in the house.
But real quick, let me answer this question, and I'm gonna help him out here. This was back in college days, so 2002, 2001. I had a roommate. His nickname was Gutter, and it was for a reason. He frequently used to like to call the chat lines at night, and every once in a while he might find a female off the chat line. So this one particular time he was talking real sweet to this girl, and she had a friend, and they was trying to do a hookup. You're like, hey, you got a homeboy or whatever, we can all get together. So I was like, all right, why not? So I start talking to the other girl, and she started describing herself, and me being young, I was like, okay, all right, okay, 5'4", 150, and got all the dimensions or what have you. So I went with that. Later that night, we went to go meet up with them, and we went to an Applebee's, and I was looking for what was described to me on the phone, but ended up her free technique. She can play nose guard for Pittsburgh Steelers and Dallas Cowboys. Now ain't nothing wrong with that, ain't nothing wrong with that, but
nothing wrong with that.
When I was going with a different perception, and then when I got and saw her, it just totally threw me off. And me being the younger person that I was at that time, I let her know. I was like, nah, that's foul. And I walked out of there. I was like, I can't do it. And then I could see my boy Gutter just dying in his seat laughing or whatever. So yeah, that was my worst one there.
I'll get in on this one too, man. Since we waiting on Orte to get in, man. And Otherio, let me drop this on you. Letitia West, who is a San Francisco 49er fan, I missed this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. After you talked about your blind date that you had, this is what Letitia West put up. Wow, I see why you're a Steelers fan. Why, man? I tell you what,
smart young lady.
She swore on you.
A true politician loves criticism. All right, even when it's the most negative and the most, makes no sense. But hey, my team is going to the playoffs. So no gold rush in California this year.
There's gold in them there hills.
No, there's not.
Foolish gold.
Fool's gold.
Well,
but I look forward to her questions today and comments.
You heard that, Letitia West? You heard what the Therio said about you. Say, look forward to your questions and your comments. The worst blind date I ever had, man. And I'm gonna call his name because Oliver Gibbs. And I hope he has this because I'm gonna tell you what he did to me, man. Oliver, hey man, I got some girls set up, man. I'm gonna say just like how you said. So I said, I came home, I went, man, and I said, all right. So, man, I went and went to Mackie. Mackie give me the fresh hairline. It was a Friday, you know. Then I went after I left Mackie. I went and got bought a new t-shirt, bought a new shirt, put a new shirt on, everything. So, you know, I was fresh, man. Went over to Oliver House. And so we went out someplace in the back of Somerville. And we must have rode. I thought that, man, we must have rode forever. We must have been on the never-ending road. We turned off on a dirt road and we rode and we rode and we rode. And, man, you know, it's bad when you're on a dirt road and you got gas, but you stop and say, hey, man, how far we got to go? Because I had the Chevette, you know? So I wasn't burning no gas, but there was the idea that we had already been riding about 10 minutes, it seemed like. You know, I saw a squirrel holding up a little tower so you can get phone connection. And when we got to the porch, there was this beautiful young woman. And I said, wow. I said, Oliver. I said, okay. I said, Oliver, is that the young lady I'm gonna be? He said, no, man, that's not yours, man. Yours in the house. I said, okay. So we went into the house, and once again, Monty, there's nothing wrong with it. I put the disclaimer out. I'm a big boy. She was a blocking guard for the Dallas Cowboys. And so I had no problem with that because I'm not discriminating because I'm fat too, chunky and funky. So I said, I ain't discriminating, you know. So I went over there and we were playing spades. So as we were playing spades, I noticed that she started blinking at me. So I said, oh, because, you know, Mike is my spades partner. And so I said, oh, she blinking. I said, she trying to send me a sign. So I went ahead and I threw spades, man. Man, we lost the hand. I set the spades up. We lost the hand. I said, well, I thought she was trying to talk across the table, you know? So then I noticed next that she started twitching a little bit. And so I said, well, what is that? I said, clubs. I'm thinking, you know, she's trying to give me. I threw clubs. We lost that, and we got just like almost a Boston run on us, you know. So I was trying to figure out what's going on. But after the game was over, she was still twitching and blinking, and I said, "Oh man, Oliver done stuck me for my paper, boy." But Biggie said, they try to stick you for your paper." So Oliver stuck me for my paper, boy. So then, you know, I did the honorable Macbeth thing, and that was to say I had a stomach ache. You know, I said, oh, man, I think I need to go home because it's time to bail now. Time to pull the ripcord. Yeah, man, I think I need to go home. He wouldn't even let me bow out gracefully. No, man, you'll probably be okay, man. Drink a ginger ale, man. So I sat there and she said nothing to me the whole night. We said nothing. She didn't talk. When I tried to make small talk, I tried to make the best of a bad thing. She didn't say a word. So that was the worst. That was the worst hookup. Absolutely. The worst hookup ever. Gentlemen, the next question. We're going to start with you. Look like we got our tea coming in. Dang, he come in with the lights like LeBron.
Is that a spaceship?
He coming with the lights like LeBron. Hey,
man, he got a lavish light back there, boy.
A lavish light show and everything. What's going on, O? Can you hear me?
Audio.
You can't hear me? No audio.
Kind of look like Darth Vader back there. I am not your father.
Luke, I am your father. Luke, I am your father. You He probably gonna come back. He got some.
Yeah, he's gonna try to come back on. Yeah.
All right. If a woman you just met asks you to pay a utility bill, is that a deal breaker?
Yes. Simple and plain. You know, if I wasn't in the relationship that I'm in now, and the very first question that you ask me is to take care of your bills, that sounds like a me thing. That sounds like that's a deal breaker because we're not compatible. So okay. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Very first thing you asked me, oh, definitely.
All right. Okay. Oh, he must have been having some audio problems again. Mike,
Yes,
a
sir.
woman you just met ask you to pay a utility bill. Is that a deal breaker?
Yes, big time. An old man told me years ago, son, the way you meet him is the way you're gonna leave him. If a young lady comes to me and we're talking or whatever, and she start talking about her bills, and she don't even know who I am or whatever, yeah, that's an indication that that's what you all about. You know, a lot of times you get a lot just from listening to people. They're telling themselves, you know, and when you come out there and you do something as strong as that, you start talking about your bills, you're crying, you got all of this, drama, and here I am. We're going out trying to get to know each other, but your thing is you need to tell me about your bills. Yeah, I'm like my brother. I'm not now. Now I'll be giving check, please. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see if we can get Ortega in this time. Get Jay. Hey,
What's going on,
you got audio, bro?
Hey, we got it.
Oh, we got him in the house. What's going on? Oh?
Ain't no man. Same old, brother.
All right, bro. Good to have you in the house, man. Hey, I'm gonna put some comments up before we finish up with the question. Leander Palmer says my blind date sounded so good on the phone. When I met her in person, her mouth and teeth look identical to a Doberman Pinscher. Wow.
Wow.
Shaggy.
I'm trying to make sure my audio good, Bubba. Hold on, there now. Hey,
Audio good? All right, you good? Yeah, you came in with pretty good effect though, man. I'm gonna let you know, man. I like the lights and everything.
Yeah, man.
Monica Wright's laughing. Letitia West says no. Letitia West says 49ers. Oh, Junior Duncan, I'm taking that down.
Oh,
Hey, you did that so smoothly, bro. You did that so smoothly.
I didn't even get a chance to read it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Terry Murphy says send her the link. Terry, we'll try to get you the link. Carla says I just sent it to you. Oh, that's Terry and Carla talking.
Okay. Now we good. Real good now.
Lexus from last night, Lexus Smalls that was cooking in the kitchen. She said y'all guys are wrong. Letitia West is laughing. Sonya's laughing. We got Sonya Janine Bryant. Letitia says definitely sounds like a liability. Alexa said definitely that's why you talk to him. Donna Simpson says it's a mess. And Junior says, come on, Corns. He's trying to tell me, yeah.
You're banned.
Y'all don't.
You say you're banned from the show. Hey, Mike. I think he meant to do this, you know. Now he got the lighting off. First he come in like LeBron. And now, starting forward for the Los Angeles Lakers. Joshua Forte Pro.
Hey,
you man, y'all know how it is.
I can't go So, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this question because we're doing the utility bill. Monty, you were the only person who didn't answer that, right?
Right.
Go ahead and answer that, Monty. If a woman you just met asks you to pay a utility bill, is that a deal breaker?
It is a deal breaker, and then from that point, I would treat her like I would treat my clients. I would direct her to some resources out in the community in the city that can help pay bills, and good luck with that.
This dude here.
You are all right, man. All right.
Great answer.
Give her help.
Regina Kinlaw says, oh my. We got a lot of people on the feed today.
Yo, man.
J3. Check this out. If a woman forgets to wax her mustache before a date, is there a problem? No disclaimer on the woman you're with now. We put the disclaimer out earlier. We're talking about back in the past. If a woman forgets to wax her mustache before a date, is there a problem?
I'm going to send her to Mackie.
From Chicago?
Oh, now you can say, come on, Roland.
That's a plug for Mackie, boy.
Oh, God.
Oh, you
Oh, wow.
crazy, boy. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next question. And the next question, look, Junior Duckett. Oh, Trish is laughing at you, Monty. She said resources. And here's Junior Duckett. Still, how old you say? Hell hacking me. Answer the question, please. Oh, Alexa, you missed the question. That question was, I went back and asked J3 if a woman forgets to wax her mustache before a date, is there a problem? And we had some pretty funny answers for that one. And Regina, my classmate Regina Kinlaw from the class of '86 says we just wrong, guys. We're wrong. She said we're wrong. See, I asked these questions off experience. Because now, you know, I dated the girl. I did go to see a girl with the mustache one time. And I was like, maybe the lighting is low in here. I said, maybe I'm not seeing something right. And I said, man, let me tell you, when I saw it in the light, her mustache was darker than mine, Theory. She was a pretty girl, though. But she had a mustache like kissing your uncle. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Precious, Alexis Small says, send him on your way. And Precious Simmons says, don't do it. Precious, we ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna or taste my J3 said, send him to Mackie. We had other answers. The other answers were if the mustache is thicker than theirs, there's a problem. Lothario said, she don't have the problem, he have the problem. And Mike, what did you say earlier about it? What'd you say about the mustache?
Oh no, there ain't no way. You, as Junior would say, you're not going to embarrass me. No, no way.
But hold on now. If you send them to Mackie, you know what I'm saying? Mackie could tighten them up real quick.
But yeah, but from Chicago, if you got to send her from Chicago to Mackie, look here, she got a long time to think about that mustache.
Hey,
by the time she get to Mackie, somebody go like that mustache, especially if you send her on Greyhound. You send her on Greyhound.
Hey, by the time she get to Mackie, she be looking like Rick Ross.
That's messed up, man.
That cat went Port of Miami. That cat went to the Port of Miami, boy.
Stop.
Man.
All right, Monty, the next question, man. Starting with you, man.
All right.
How can you tell if a woman is a gold digger?
She asks you to pay her bills, and then maybe just talk about a lot of material things.
Right.
Maybe she start talking about her friend got this or the latest fashion trend, and just talk about that mostly, I would say.
All right. And going back to the mustache, Regina Kinlaw says they can fix that could be fixed though. So Regina, you say they can fix that mustache, and then Regina follows up. She says, just tell her to fix it. Come on, guys. Just tell her to fix it, But I mean, so Regina said, tell the girl to fix the mustache. So I understand. So that's what my classmate said. So I ain't arguing with my classmate.
Hot wax. Very hot. Burning.
Hey.
Brother Lothario Vanish, Mayor of Steeler Nation. How can you tell if a woman is a gold digger?
She's very materialistic. Conversation's going to be about her. It's going to carry a monetary tone. So it's all about her. When you get in a relationship, it should be about you guys, both of you, cooperation. But if she's talking about designer clothes, if she's talking about things that that you can do for her, yeah, she's a gold digger. If she has an agenda you should be able to see it coming a mile away. At this stage of our life, it's all about her. If I was talking to a younger man, if she's more interested about what you can do for her than what the both of you can do for each other, she's probably a gold digger.
All right, there's a little trouble brewing over here in the chat, so I'm gonna move on to Orte and Mike. Then we gonna go ahead and open this chat up because the chat getting kind of hot over here. J3, how can you tell if a woman is a gold digger?
Now, see, what I would do is my if I was not married at this point in time, I would drive up in my old car first, and then see how she react, and then you know what I'm saying, set a date with her, and then drive up in my new joint, right? And then next thing you know, you got to see the look on her face after that. You know what I'm saying? Then you kind of gauge where she at with that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is, I figure like a conversation is, you can't really tell through a conversation because they might be talking materialistic things off the cusp just to see where you at and to see how much you finna give out. You see what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. So I always, you gotta measure the temperature of the situation at hand.
All right, okay.
Right.
All right. Sound like a love doctor over there. You gotta measure the temperature of the situation at hand. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Hey, Mike B. How can you tell? How can you tell if a woman is a gold digger?
I mean, honestly, what everybody said is on point. Seriously, it's on point. I'm, when they start talking like that, I'll get up and leave right there and walk out because I can't do nothing for you. I'm broke. I'm trying to make it out here, man. I can't, But all jokes aside, just listen to them. Listen to them because a lot of people talk and don't hear themselves. They just talk just to be talking. And if you sitting there and you're listening to them, yeah, they let you know. If you start off about what you want and all of this other stuff too, then that's the way it is, So I agree with the panel.
But see, the thing about it is, the problem with especially today is a lot of dudes stop bloviating about what they have, and so then you start to bait these women into, what they looking for you to how can I give them, instead of starting off a conversation like,
what does that word mean? You putting it on it, boy.
Hey man. Hey, what was that old baloney word? What was that?
I hear you, brother. I hear you, dog.
Hey, you know what, to Chicago, and you doing it, boy. You're doing
it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
You my boy. Do it, man. Do your thing,
man. Right. Educator, boy. I'm as an educator.
Yes, sir.
Family.
Nah, but seriously, man, like I've experienced where, like I can truly say that I met a woman who is not very superficial. So therefore, our two realities match in what we want to accomplish out of life. So therefore, I can say that I was truly blessed. But whenever you sit there and you put out what you gonna do for me and what you can do and all of this kind of stuff, and then you start the conversation, you start from the jump showing what you got, then what you expect the woman to say, look, nah, I don't want that, nah, I don't want this, nah, I don't want that. So you have to come, so I think brothers have to come a little bit more real to a situation in order to get the true what is it, the true aspects of what a woman really wants at this point in time. So I think that's a very important important thing when you first meet someone.
The student has become the master.
And hey, I'm gonna be like my cousin. Look, can I piggyback on that for a minute? Just for one quick second. Your panel is actually comprised of different age groups. So, like Orte and Mont, they're younger than us. And what he's saying is so true because like when we was dating, it was a little bit different. Now, don't get me wrong, the drug boys was out there putting everything. You couldn't even get a good paint job back in the day because they out there throwing that money. And I agree with Mark saying, I'm not Mark. What Orte is saying is that a lot of guys come to these females and I can do all this and I can do all this and they get them to that level. So when you come there and you're a regular Joe trying to, just trying to do something, they're already up there because the game is actually already gave to them. So that was a good point, my man. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Awesome points, man. Hey, so I'm gonna show y'all guys now. I'm gonna show y'all what's brewing over here. So getting back to the mustache, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Regina S. Kinlaw says yes, wax. Then Letitia West says, wow, this is a rough crowd. Then my classmate Donna Simpson from the class of 86 also says conversation reveals a lot about a person and the mustache issue. What if she checks all the other boxes? So she's saying that, what if she's Superwoman? I'm just your Superwoman. But just the problem is that mustache. So is the mustache gonna stop you? I mean, is the mustache gonna stop the love thing?
No, I don't think so because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take her to great clips and I'm gonna let her do, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and clip that thing off, and then if she guess what, if she got a good job, boy, hey look, boy, hey, we can work, we can work this thing out. Seriously, I ain't lying, boy, I ain't superficial at all. Boy, especially in my older age, man. I look, hey, if you can bring home a good check, girl, boy, yeah.
You can make a good like a mustache cover, and like build it around and give her enough room where she can breathe. I think she'd be all right, man.
Hey,
That's
now if the mustache gives her superpowers, then maybe we might work something out. Maybe that's the reason for her superpowers. Then.
Lothario?
Hey, I've already stated I prefer my ladies. I want to be the only one with the mustache in the relationship. Perhaps I'm superficial. I'm not averse to body hair. I just need it in certain places, and facial body hair isn't my forte. But she's not wrong. She's not wrong.
But what I heard, now, if you was in France though, that thing is popular.
wee wee,
Wee wee.
wee wee.
Ratatouille mustache.
Oh, God, boy, you're crazy, boy. France, what do you think?
Hey
And
man,
Regina reinforced what Donna was saying. Regina said exactly, my classmate, and then Letitia West said, good point, J3. Oh, we got some
yeah.
more. Oh, these are 8. And so Letitia West says another good point might be. Letitia says sounds like a strong woman, educated. J3, yeah, he's my first cousin. That's right, strong woman, educated. That's my first cousin. We family. Donna says good point. If a man leads with his money or whatever, why get mad when she wants it? Letitia West says communication is key. Letitia says what you entertain is what you attract. Oh God, fair tonight now. And she says, there you go, enlighten her to some things. Donna says, stop it, because I guess that's when y'all talking about the mustache or get the mustache cover. Junior laughing. Junior stupid. Junior makes me laugh by laughing. Letitia says, not mad at you, Mayor. You like what you like, and I can respect that. All right. Oh, and Junior says, why aren't you asking my questions, Ford? See, Junior is Arte Junior, right, bro? And
Hey
Regina
man,
said,
just go ahead and put the
only,
question out there, man.
only if she have money, the mustache will work. Uh-oh.
No,
Uh-oh.
no, 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 no,
Not,
no,
you know
no, no.
what?
See,
Not really. Not and like,
see, I'm
okay,
about.
so
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, Mike.
let's break this thing real.
Rolly fingers. You got
You
that
when you
rolly
meet
fingers?
someone, it's all about physical attraction. That you don't meet no one and say, hey, you know what? They got a good heart. So something, and let's be real, something about that woman or that man attracts you. If he smells good, he looks good, whatever it is, then you go into the communication and see where if y'all gonna mingle or not. Now, if you like a hairy woman, then that's your business. But you shouldn't, no one shouldn't, everyone has a choice. So no one should be like, you know what, just because you don't like a woman with a more hair on her face than you, then you got a problem. No, I got a choice. That's what it is. It's a choice.
I
Hey,
can't
you right.
Put some
I can't
respect
take
on
no
that.
girl to my daddy.
You right, Mike. You right.
That's right,
You
especially
got
and my stupid cousin. Well, I can't take no girl with no mustache from them boys.
nah, but nah,
And my
but
homeboy,
if she and no. If you do this, man, cause like if you just get her a good trim from Mackie, I'm gonna go plug Mackie one more time. Hey boy, hey look, she be all right. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
because Mackie does put the razor line on it and the hair wouldn't
it
grow back as fast. You're right.
it and he might get a little part in the middle right there. So guess what? That probably be good right there. And you probably can work with that.
So you saying that'll probably be a good first date place? Just take it to the barbershop. Go ahead.
Yeah. There you go. See, Marty. And then you take her to and then you take her to Piggly Wiggly and pick up a good ham.
I could be, got to be.
boy, you a stupid boy. You need help. Oh, woo. Junior says, "Don't laugh, corns," because Junior still asking me that same question. Donna Simpson says, "Truth. There has to be something to attract you. We all have a choice." All
Thank
right.
you, Miss Donna.
Shamir Jackson from last night, Ohio, chimes in. Shamir says, "That's true." She said, "Yeah, that's true." Oh man, did everybody answered the gold digger question, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody
here's
did,
the
man.
next. Here's the next question. Here's the next question, and I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna start with you, MB, Mike Bryant. If a woman asks you out, do you expect her to pay?
You know what? Honestly, not really. And it's just where we at, like our generation. But I'll say this: she can't ask me to go out all the time, and I'm paying. Women have asked me to go out, and I have paid. But that's me. But it's and it's also according to like, okay, you if you want to go out on a date, my thing is different right now. Like back in the days, men always took that front seat of saying, okay, I'm gonna pay for the lady, regardless of whatever. But times have changed right now. So ladies now are asking men to actually go out. And the roles are, like I said, the roles are changing. Um, but yeah, sometimes I would pay, but I wouldn't be trying to do that all the time. Because if you're asking me to go out or whatever, then you know what, that's pretty cool or whatever. I'll sit back and chill. Now, according to where we going at to. If we going to like McDonald's, I'll be like, yo, I got the bill. Don't worry about that. I got this. Supersize it if you want. If you're going someplace else, then I'll be like, okay, this is nice. Go ahead and pay for it. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's just according how the vibe is going and all that stuff too. So yeah.
All right. Okay. Mayor of Pittsburgh, Lothario Vanish. If a woman asks you out, do you expect her to pay?
I probably would expect her to pay, even though I would probably volunteer to pay for myself. You know what I mean? If you really want, if the sexes want to be equal, then they should be able, to take on some of the traditional roles. That's how I see it. So, this construct of men paying, especially in the 21st century reality of men paying all the time, that doesn't vibe well for me. Because remember, if we're to be together, then we have to kind of come to a mutual understanding. And a man just constantly paying because he has a penis, that never made any sense to me. So if she asks me, because if I ask you for a date, I expect to pay. If she asks me for a date, then I, will probably say let's do Dutch.
Mm, mm.
Okay. All right. All right. Monty, before I get to you, Alexis Smalls from last night who was cooking, she says, that's why I don't ask.
Alexis will never pay. From what I got from last night, she will never pay because her daddy always pays.
Oh, you start with Alexis.
Not the daddy.
Not the daddy. I love you, so don't take me out your pot. I want you still to pay. That's Lothario and Mike.
That was love. That was love, Alexis.
Oh, Lothario said that was love. And Tish says, that's fair, Mike. When you said, Mike, Tish said, that's fair. She said, that's balance. That's balance. That's balance. So, Monty.
Yeah.
If a woman asks you out, do you expect her to pay?
I don't expect her to pay. Me being, I'm still kind of, old fashioned as far as like, if we went out on a date, then I'll be prepared to cover it. However, during the conversation, I'm at least try to make it to where, hey, drinks on me, I'll cover the drinks, and then kind of just see what she says, and then if she's truly gonna, cover the meal, then that's great. But I mean, it does feel kind of good sometimes to have a woman ask you out on a date and then they cover it. I mean, that's just to let me know that, okay, yeah, look like you got your stuff together and you don't mind, spending your hard-earned money on a guy like me. So
All right, 10-4, 10-4. And Stereo, before we get to J3, Alexis has fired back at you, of course, and she said, and you are right, never. Notice that she put never in.
It's okay. She has a standard, and every woman should let her date, her man, her potential understand her standard. So I respect that, but I also, you have to put yourself in another person's perspective. And what are you showing? Would you want your son paying all the time? I find it ironic that a lot of these women, and I'm not talking about Alexis, but a lot of these women have this set of rules for them and then a different set of rules for their son when they're giving advice on dating.
Another show.
yeah.
Okay. Woo!
That's
All right.
deep.
All
That's
right.
deep, brother.
You took that one to the bridge on that one right there now. Precious Simmons says, I've paid for dates. So Precious says that she's
Good
paid
job
for
to
dates
you. Good
before.
kudos to you, Precious.
Kudos out to Precious Simmons.
What's up?
Monty, I tell you what, this is from last night. Letitia West says Monty is stuttering over his words. Lies. Monty, you're not true.
No.
Woo, this woman rough. Donna Simpson says, I agree, gentlemen. Good answer. It's situational. And Junior Duncan says, good comeback, Vanish. Well, Alexis has chimed in once again. And Alexis says, once we are serious, married, I will pay every now and a blue moon. Moon. She meant to say moon. She said moon next. She said every now and then when we get married, I'll pay now and every blue moon. So Alexis says she will pay sometime. Every blue moon.
Hey,
Blue
like I said
Hold
last night, she's a dying breed. She is.
But hold on. I got hold on. For your girl who talking about if you're married and all that kind of stuff, ain't that community property? So my thing is, look, what hers is mine, mine is hers, and all that kind of business like that. So when she started taking out that debit card and started talking about she paying for the dinner, I'm paying for the dinner too, Bubba.
Preach,
So it
preach.
so it don't so at that point, now if you serious, there's a difference between being serious and married, because like you know what I'm saying, my wife play like, I understand we all have our personal money and all that kind of stuff now, but when people start pulling out similar debit cards, then guess what, be like, I'm paying for this tonight. What? Hold on, we both paying for that. So hey, that's how that goes. Now on the other side of things, I gotta say, like me, as a guy, like, I'm not one of them guys who sit here and be like, okay, if like back in the day, I was a little bit different, but I have a different mindset now. Now I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna say, hey girl, hey, you got Cash App? Cause look, I might need a little help on this thing. So hey, if you could Cash App me a couple of dollars, and then we can do this thing like that, that kind of thing like that, you know. So hey, uh, on the bill. I want to Cash App on the bill. So I gotta find out if she got what's some Cash App things, man. So hey, Cash App me $15 for the tip or something. You know what I'm saying? So hey, hey, Mike was real with things, man, for real. Cause hey, you gotta put in on this thing, and I like Mr. Vanish too. Mr. Vanish, hey, you give up a good point. Hey, look, if I'm gonna pay the bill, you gotta pay the tip or
You see
something. You
that
got,
chicken was good, right? That chicken was good, so you got
yeah,
that chicken, Eddie.
or some gas or something. Come on, bro. Stuff is high, bro.
That lady's coming.
Hey,
I know they coming now.
well, hey,
That is
hey,
fine.
nah. Hey, Cuzzo, be honest, dog. If you go to the grocery store right now and you want to cook a lady dinner and you want to fry some chicken wings, boy, chicken wings 17, $18 right now. Man, hey, man, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, man. Hey, man, this thing, we in a pandemic.
Yeah, hey, yo, yeah, he right because it's bad when you actually when they I seen this honestly. They was actually getting ready to kill some chickens, man, and they had a strike. They was running,
Hey,
dog. They tired of it, man. They tired. Straight up. They tired of it.
Oh God.
boy,
Uh,
Ooh.
and to the 49ers fans, actually, I had a date last Friday and I covered the whole tab. So, yeah.
Okay, Letitia, you heard what he said. He said my cousin Monty said he covered the whole tab last Friday. So guys, hey, so Alexis said earlier, yeah, I'm paying right out of our account. And Regina Kinlaw says I pay sometimes. Surprise, guys. So
Sometimes.
hey, Shawnee Thompson is just giving y'all the eyes. You know, they're just looking at you. She just looking at you. And Michelle Harris said, quit playing. You know, you will have no female friends by the time this show is over. I already understand that. And Junior Duncan says, we have to keep it to a minimum for Tay. Junior Duncan is crazy. He's crazy. Oh, Lord. All right,
hey,
guys.
man.
Next question. I'm having so much fun tonight, man. What is more important to you? Beauty, brains, or if she's trustworthy? I'm gonna start with you, Mayor of Steeler Nation. Beauty brains, beauty brains, or if she's trustworthy. What's most important to you?
Um, Beauty, brains, or trustworthy? Yeah, I would probably say trustworthy, brains, and beauty. But I would caveat by that saying that a relationship is like a pizza pie. You need a little bit of all that. You understand what I'm saying? Because men, we're visual creatures. So I don't know if anybody really wants to be in a relationship with a person they're not attracted to. You definitely don't want to be in a relationship with a person who's dishonest. You know. So yeah, you want a combination of you want to be on the same you want to be on the same financial page, on the same spirituality page. You know, you want to be attracted to your mate. You know, and yeah, honesty is that's big. That's real big. You know, you don't want your woman all over town.
All right. Yes,
But that's old school right there.
old school
All
right
time.
there, boy.
You don't know?
That was old school right there. We old school. We old school. So, Monty, what is more important to you, beauty, brains, or if she is trustworthy? And Monty,
Yeah.
before you speak, I gotta tell you, Letitia West said you said you paid last week. She said she wants you to receipt.
All right. She got an iPhone. I can screenshot it too. Ain't no thing.
And Michelle Harris says, "Here come the lies." Woo!
Come on,
Letitia
Michelle.
West says, "No judgment zone, guys. Let's be honest." Precious Simmons says, "But what if your mate's face is beat to the gods?" So if her face is beat to the gods, you know, so I guess it's, well, does beat to the gods mean bad? Is that
Yeah,
something
sound
bad
like
or
it means
good?
bad.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
they say
yeah.
that your face beat, but your face beat to the gods, that's horrible.
That's
But I'm
probably
saying
hard.
if she ugly, how you gonna put that in perspective then? Okay. All right. Yeah. So Donna says equally yoked covers a multitude of things. So Donna,
That's
take us
right.
back to the skirt. Shawnee's laughing at
Tell her,
you.
hey, hold on, Ken. Hold on, Cornell. Ask her what a yoke is.
Okay. So Donna Simpson, Orche, J3 wants to know what a yoke is.
See,
You know,
because you gotta know what a yoke is first
you know his
before
daddy
you can
passed
say you
now.
equally yoke now.
Daddy
Now,
passed
come on
now,
now.
so he said, but Donna be in church too now, so and
Tell, tell her put that in the chat now. I want to know if she really know what a yoke is now.
y'all getting ready to start a firefight, boy. I can tell, boy. Hey, Michelle Harris says good answer from Material. Donna says makeup on point. Oh, makeup on point is face beat to the gods, guys. Thank you, Donna. So if your face is beat to the gods, her makeup is on point. So she looks good. So I'm saying physically, Donna said she done put the EBGB on you. We know I had that EBGB on us before. And I think that some of us, we EBGB proof now because we older. But when we were younger, that EBGB would hit you, boy, back in the old days. So she's saying, what if they're beat to the God? And Michelle says, love don't see ugly.
Very true.
Shawnee says an A. Precious Simmons says her makeup makes her a 10, and without it, she's a 5. Okay, that's the problem. Says, I think a yoke is what are the things that bind or connect you to another. Okay. All right.
No, actually, see. This what you got to know right here. A yoke is what a donkey. What they used to put the two donkey together and
Yeah,
used to put the thing around their neck, right? And used to have them to pull that thing so they could plow the field. See, that's a yoke right there now. See, that's the real yoke right there. So you and your husband gotta be two donkeys. You feel me?
Are you saying you gotta be a donkey to get married?
You gotta be too dumb.
You stupid, boy.
Oh God.
Shawty Simpson, she just giving me all the eyes. Alexis says, I agree. You have to have some physical attraction. Oh, Donna says, inform me then. I tell you, even gonna start trouble, boy. You'll start trouble, boy. I tell you, even start trouble, boy. Uh-oh. And Shawty Simpson just says, Jesus. Jesus. Yeah. Throw the cheat.
Oh God.
All right. So, Monty, let me get back to that question that we were asking. What is more important to you, beauty, brains, or if she is trustworthy? And then we can feel that question earlier. So, Precious wants to know if she's a 10, if she's a 10 with makeup and a 5 without it. How do you feel about that, guy?
I make sure she's supplied with gift certificates to makeup stores, and no, I'm just playing. No, look.
No, you ain't playing. You ain't playing, Bubba. No, you dead serious. You better get, hey boy, get her a Walgreens card.
Hey, she gonna have an Ulta gift card.
Yeah, there you go, boy. Ulta pretty good, ain't it?
Ulta.
Walgreens sell good makeup.
Yeah, boy, got that thing on the whole back wall. As soon as you walk
But
in,
hey, just to answer the question real quick, I'm gonna piggyback on Mr. Mayor, the Steeler. I think all three is important to me because I've dated women who were fine, beauty, but that brain it
Yeah.
wasn't going nowhere with that. And then I've dated, women who were smart, but then they were kind of lacking on the trustworthiness. So just with all the experience that I've had, I would rather all three. If I can have an equal balance of all three, that's
Yeah.
good.
All right. So you want balance, all three. Okay. All right. All right. J3?
hey, I'm with my cousin right there, man. I'm a balanced guy, man. I and I do have a and a like I said, I found someone who has an even balance, but she thinks she's smarter than me. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good because hey, like sometimes I gotta break out how smart I am, just to go ahead and be like, hey, but still, I think you need a nice balance of all three in order to make a relationship work. Because if not, then you know is not gonna you're not gonna be evenly what hold on yoked. Hey,
All
He
right.
brought it
Okay.
back. He
Hey,
brought
and
it
let me
back.
say, you brought it back.
see how I did that?
Now look what Donna said. So that still is something binding you together. So
Yeah.
Donna hit you right back with that. Um, Allison Taylor Gadsden says, "Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus." She going Pentecostal on us. And Alexis Small says, "Not the donkey." Yeah, yeah, he did say the donkey. um, Johnny Thompson just smiling. Donna Simpson said, "Yes." And Shamir Jackson from last night. You got enemies all the way in Ohio now, guys. She said, "Oh, that's messed up. I never wear makeup." Donna says balance. Alexis
That's
Small
a
said, "I mean, I'm confident in myself, but when I have on makeup, I'm extra, extra confident." All
Well,
right. And Shawnee Thompson says boomerang. So I don't know. Shawnee must be putting a little boo boo on y'all guys. She said
but
boomerang.
but 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 but
Tell you do right by
but I
me.
want to know one thing. I want to know one thing, cuz like okay, so I understand that the makeup makes her feel more confident, but the thing about it is you should be confident within oneself in order to exude your personality. See, because the thing about it is like like we all see what's in the physical, but once you're really attracted to a young lady or something, she must exude some confidence in herself in order for you to kind of like really feel that she is kind of like the one. Because like dude, like let's be honest, my boy Common said it in one of his songs. He said, I know the guess what, I know the sex not gonna keep you, but as an equal, guess what? So basically, he's saying basically like all that superficial stuff is not gonna keep a dude. You know what I'm saying? You have to bring a lot of different things to the table to actually keep a dude, and that's just to be honest. Because guess what? If a ugly girl can cook, boy, look young, boy, you could be like this. Hey, girl, I coming home. See, but but if she can't cook, boy, hey, you could be like, man, I ain't want to go home.
Boy, you gonna be in trouble tonight, boy. You gonna be in jail, bro. You open up another channel.
Why you dumb, bro?
Woo, Lord Jesus.
Hey, and then tell old girl Ohio, Miss Ohio, don't feel bad because you don't wear makeup. That might be a sign that you don't need makeup. You probably had natural beauty.
Yeah.
So
There you go. There you go. There
And
you go.
Donna Simpson says, and remember that balance looks different for everyone, but the heart knows. Um, Regina Kinlaw says, "Y'all too wrong. I don't wear makeup daily."
oh,
And Alexis says, You better let them know how my head is always high with my confidence level. And I will say, I do know these ladies, and y'all know the ladies too, but I know Alexis. They're beautiful women. They don't need makeup. And Alexis makes cakes. So Alexis, I'm distancing myself from these guys' answers right now.
Because they want some
I,
cake.
I'm just
See how you going? How
I'm
you
just
gonna do that to me,
that's
cuz?
all I'm just uh, Allison Taylor says there's no such thing as a perfect person. You have to
Right.
find the one that's perfect for you.
Got to find
Excellent
balance.
All right.
balance.
Precious Simmons says women fall in love and what we hear, and men fall in love with what they see.
No,
Hey,
no, 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 no. That's a myth. That's a myth. I did fairy tales last week in my class when I before we got on break. And the thing about it is, I I taught fairy tales, and the thing about it is, you got the Beauty and the Beast.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Now the beast, now to see the beast right there. See the beast wasn't all that to that lady. You know what I'm saying? But see what she did was she she loved him anyway. See that, hey, guess what? So that's how real love is right there. Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, see, a lot of people don't see that because you start seeing. See, we talked about this earlier in the show where we start talking about how you begin a relationship and how you first meet someone, and you come to a point where you start conversating and we start talking about what you got and all this kind of stuff. So I just come back to the point where I'm one of those people where I want to be like, I want to see how educated a woman is. I want to see that. But like because beauty doesn't drive everything. Now, if you're a superficial dude, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And you want to have a little arm piece. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of older dudes want. They want that little arm piece on them, where they can say, "Oh, look how fine my girl is," but they dumb as a doorknob. Now,
Ooh. You say it
me,
again.
me, me, in particular, I love a woman who can have all those facets and everything intertwined like some gumbo, like some good gumbo from Louisiana. You feel what I'm
Hey,
saying?
good old gumbo
So
down Louisiana.
yeah, yeah.
Good
So
gumbo.
you have to really look at, like, it's called learning what you like. And see, all of us as guys, we go through learning what we like. And then we ultimately display that in our choice of women.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Donna Simpson says, "Who says she's ugly? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder." Um, then Tanya Barnes is laughing. Shamir says, "I don't feel bad for not wearing makeup. Thank you, though." Um, Letitia West said, "Truth, natural beauty is key." Uh, Letitia tells Precious Simmons, "At least that's how it is in the beginning." And Shawnee Thompson says, "Exactly." Precious says, "Sir, she fell in love with the beast personality." Whoa, she's challenging the school teacher. She said that lady fell in love with the beast personality, trying to stress her point. Shamir says, "Yes, it's what's inside that's important." Allison Gatson says, "Beauty and the Beast is a good analogy." And Letitia
Thank you.
West
I
says,
appreciate it.
"Don't believe everything you see on TV. It's just entertainment. Now it's possible, yes. However, it's not the norm." And then Precious says, "Yes, in the beginning, beauty won't keep him." So Bam
Yeah,
Bam.
no, no, no. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Bam Bam. Let me
Yes,
get to
sir.
you, man. What is more important to you, beauty, brains, or if she is trustworthy?
Well, life has actually taught me that things change. So if you actually go into it for beauty, it's going to change. Life
Mm-hmm,
life is going to make that happen. That beautiful figure is going to drop because gravity is going to happen. Um,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Lord
mm-hmm.
knows you don't want a person to get sick if you get married, but those things are going to happen. So you can't actually say, this is me. You can't actually say you want beauty all the time because when life happens, you still got to love that person regardless. Um,
Mm-hmm.
So beauty for me, of course, that's what attracted you. But you know, when you start getting into a deep relationship and you get married and all that, you're gonna love that lady, hopefully, regardless.
Right.
Um,
Mm.
so beauty for me would be number three. Um, Trust would definitely be actually number one. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have trust, you really don't have nothing.
Facts.
Trust,
Mhm.
Facts.
trust, trust is something that as you get old or get older, and you can't trust your woman can't trust you, then you really don't have a relationship. Most marriages and relationships don't actually get resolved because she don't look good and he don't look good. It's a
Right.
trust issue. So
Mm,
trust
Amen.
yeah,
to
yeah.
me is number one. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, y'all. I know I hit it. No, I'm just joking, but
You
but
hit,
You
but
did. Hey,
you
Mike,
hit it,
Mike,
man.
but
You
Yeah,
did
Mike,
it.
you hit it,
You
man.
did it,
Mike,
man.
but
We
Mike,
yeah.
give that to you. You hit it, Mike.
Mike. You did. Guess what? You hit it. You did a home run. You did a Barry Bonds, bro. I'm gonna be honest
Not a
because
Barry Bond.
that. Yeah, yeah, you hit a Barry Bonds, but don't worry about it without that, the little
Steroids.
situation. You feel with
And the light
steroids,
and
bro.
being yeah. Okay. And
Yeah.
being like
So
too.
yeah, yeah. But I get what Mike's saying because in phases of your life you look for different things, and because if and I know I can only speak to myself because like I've been with my wife for 20 years now, and um I can say like beauty is one thing, and then but it becomes where you start that trustworthiness and that gives you a comfort. You see what I'm saying? Where everything she starts to look more beautiful when you have that
Exactly.
trustworthiness, and guess what? Nothing else kind of like matters after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you want people to keep themselves up and things of that nature, but it's very important for you to have that trust. And I can trust and guess what? And I can say I trust my wife with my life. I can say that like I know she not gonna let nothing bad happen to me. A B C D. And so that is a great feeling as you get older to have someone like that. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, of course. So your everybody might not think that she Halle Berry, but guess what? Who needs Halle Berry? Look how many men she been through.
Hallelujah. She might be hallelujah.
There,
Hey,
there
can I
you
say
go.
something right quick, Sue?
Yeah,
Um,
Bubba.
I just saw one of the comments. I think it came from the New York fan, Miss Allison. And when I was talking, I was just talking from a standpoint from a man looking at a woman, not a woman looking at a man. I mean, when you love that person, regardless of what she goes through, at the end of the day, you still gonna love her. Now, yeah, we do get bare bellies, and we hey, gravity. This is
Now
just
hold on,
life.
Mike, hold on, man. Hey boy, I got a 6 pack, brother. Yeah, boy, but I ain't gonna say it on that. But I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to.
well,
Hey, you can't
and
show
I
you can't show your stomach on the
and I
show.
get like I
You
get
can't
all of
show
that, but what
don't show
I'm
your
saying
stomach.
is you and your six pack, yeah, okay, yeah, but I get that, but what I'm saying is
You gotta see.
it
You gotta
happens.
see.
It happens. It just happens. And to hit that makeup thing, I dated a young lady who looked totally different when she had her makeup on. And I always used to tell her, man, you look good without no makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let the makeup make up you.
Ooh,
If that's
ooh,
something
ooh,
that
ooh.
if that's something that you
Woo.
want and makes you feel good, then I get it. But remember the name. The name is make up.
Ooh.
Makeup. So
Mike, you.
if that makeup
I love that,
has
Mike.
to make you feel like you're different altogether and you're a whole different person, when you take that makeup off, how you gonna feel? You should feel beautiful regardless
Mm,
of how or what you do, how you do. And I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you should not use makeup. I love women with makeup that look good, but when that makeup really becomes a part of you and you really, really need it, like the eyelashes that come from here all the way to Chicago and all this other stuff, you really look beautiful the way you are. And to me, if you got a man who accepts the way you are without no makeup, you got a good man. You really got a good man. So that's my makeup deal.
hey man, guess what? Mike, you hit it on the head, man. Hey man, hey, guess what? Guess what? That's a drop mic. Get it? Yeah, that's a drop on the mic. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's on fire tonight, man.
He's on fire. He's on fire. And just to hit a couple of these comments before we move on, guys, real quick. Precious Simmons says yes in the beginning. Beauty won't keep him. Shawnee Thompson agreed with you, Mike. She said yes, exactly. Bam, bam. Uh, Alexis Small says that looks fade. Allison Taylor said, would you address Lord gravity happens to men too, aka that bare belly. Um, Shawnee said, amen. Them ladies coming for y'all. And Donna says, good point, Mike. I think we all come into maturity as far as looking for a mate and dating. Tanya Bryan says, so true, bam, bam. Hey, boy, you got your own following, bro? And
Yeah.
hey, Michelle Harris says, do you think men have higher expectations than women?
Okay, all right. Okay. I'm gonna go to this real quick, and then I ain't gonna lie, I gotta log off because, hey boy, hey, I gotta play some games with my kids. But hey man, that's just hey man. Anyway, anyway, look, check this out. So so what happened is my wife has a best friend, right? And this is no lie. She had very high expectations for herself. Okay? Very, like, she wanted A, B, C, D to be um in a her ducks in a row. She wanted a certain type of dude. She wanted to be black, successful, A, B, C, D. But then as she got older, what happened is she had to realize that, guess what? She wasn't gonna get all of that in her, like, in her pot. So she started dating, like honestly, she started dating a white dude. And this is no lie. She started with dating a white dude, and she actually ended up marrying this dude. Okay? But in the beginning, she wasn't trying to give him no time of day because of the simple reason he was asking her out on dates and everything. And she finally went on a date. And so your expectations for someone, or what your expectations for what you really are looking for, might not be what you get. And so sometimes, both on men's side and women's side, you have to kind of like get the reality. It's a reality check. You have to really realistically check yourself at some points in time, because everything is not going to be perfect, and it's not a perfect world. So I just say all just say that, guess what? We all have high expectations. It's just that, guess what? Sometimes those expectations have to be kind of like slighted because nobody's perfect. That's what I gotta say, and it is what it is.
Appreciate you, Bubba. Appreciate you, Bubba. Thank you for being with us tonight, man.
Hey
Appreciate
man,
you, K3.
I
Love
guess
you,
what,
man.
man? I love all y'all, man. Hey man, Mr. Vanish. This the first time me meet really, like, hollering at you. You know what I'm saying? Mike,
Right.
man, look, man, love you, Mike. Love you,
I love you
Jerry.
too,
Look,
bro.
hey man,
Love
I
you,
love
brother.
all y'all, man.
Love you,
Y'all,
man.
y'all, man. I just want y'all. Guess what, man? Please have me on the show again, bruh. I
Absolutely,
really
bro.
I appreciate this, man. I appreciate this opportunity. You know, whatever. But yeah, man, y'all have a blessed one, man.
Well,
Love
we're
y'all,
gonna do
man.
another show also. It's been requested. This panel and the women from last night, they want to merge together. So they want to have
Hey,
a show with
Hey, we
the
can
women
do that.
and men on it. So we're gonna do that show probably after the new year, because I got a couple booked up for tomorrow. But absolutely, we're gonna do
for
that after
sure.
the year
I'm down.
for sure.
For sure, man. Hey,
Yeah.
man, love you, cuz, man.
Love
All
you
Hey,
too,
right,
boy.
guys.
Cuzzo.
Take care,
Much
man.
love.
Love y'all, cuzos.
All
Yeah.
right,
Yo.
Love you.
later.
All right. Yeah, yeah, later.
All right, guys. To field Michelle Harris's question, Michelle said, do you think men have higher expectations than women?
I don't think so. But then again, we're not all a monolith, so everybody's going to be different. Everybody has different opinions. Some people have extremely high standards. I just think that whoever's going to be for you, you guys have similar issues, similar flaws. You don't want a perfect person. You want somebody who's perfect for you. And so, no, I don't think overall men have higher expectations. I think since the world is changing, like those traditional roles, they're not, you want a partner. You want somebody who's best for you. And so however you come across that and however she comes across it, I think good unions are those unions that, a little bit give and take, and you do what's best for the both of you, not what's best for him or not what's best for her, just whatever's best for both of you. Those to me make the best unions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mike?
Yeah, as my brother said, the roles have changed. Women in the last 20 or 40 years have been and they should been empowered to do things that they never could do. So a lot of times when they're empowered like that, it may be sometimes different. I know men right now who would see a woman dressed up good, BMW, Mercedes, whatever in our mind that we think that she's up there, think she's educated, and already say to themselves, I'm not going to talk to her because she's too high to read.
Right.
And that's where we at right now. So in that question, I think sometimes, and the women that I do know that's like that, when I do talk to them, they say the only thing they got to do is talk to me, and they'll find out that I'm not like that.
Right.
But I believe iron sharpens iron. So when you start meeting a person, that's when communication is so vital. Like, don't talk about the bills. Don't talk about as you actually growing. Ask her, what's her future endeavors, what she's trying to do. She may be asking you the same thing. That's when the process of saying, okay, you know what, this is somebody I can deal with. Or if his mind is too high or her mind is too high, then you like, you know what? Yeah, that it's not going to work out. So I don't think that that men actually look for we ask so much or whatever, because you got to remember women are very emotional. Everything they do is based on emotion, and we can go to the mall and go straight to the Nike place and get a pair of sneakers. That woman can go to the mall and say she want a pair of sneakers, and she's gonna walk around that whole mall before she decides. We go straight to it. They actually analyze, think, or whatever, but we know what we want. So you got to bring those things together and make it right. So.
All right. Monty?
Man, good question. I don't know. I think there's a lot of, I think people, men and women, probably have high expectations because of society, expectations because of, society nowadays, as far as the, roles have changed, like you said, as far as like women are more in that, power positions, and you would think, a woman like that will probably want equal or more, coming from a man. And a lot of times, when you do come across women like that, and you may not be at a certain level, or you may think that woman, is up there, and like how, Bam said, a lot of times those women, they just, hey, I just want a guy just to come and talk to me. We already got that shield saying, oh, I'm out of her league, and well, she's out of my league, because she got this and that. But I think if you can just find someone that's for you, and then you can build. If y'all can build something together, and then work on couple expectations.
Yeah.
Good
You know,
answer.
if you see a woman who looks like a professional woman and you won't talk to her because that's not on her, that's an insecurity on your part.
Yeah.
And we have to realize our own flaws. I want somebody who's intelligent, articulate, because I view myself as that way. So why would you not want somebody that's going to benefit you? Those are people that you want to ride alongside. Hopefully you have commonality and you want to be able to advance, whatever your agenda is, the both of you do it together.
I think if I had met Beyonce before Jay-Z, I think that Jay-Z wouldn't have married her, bro.
I think you're right, bro.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking the same thing, man. Me and you on the same page, man.
Queen B would have definitely preferred Cornell Johnson, no doubt about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I heard that.
Jay-Z somewhere saying, no, he didn't just say that about him. Joy Nicole from last night chimed in. She said, this is coming from men. If you asked them the same question when they were younger, the number would be backward. With age comes maturity. Good answers. All right, guys.
That's right.
Taylor Gatson smiled. Alexa says, but if a lady gets a bare belly, it would not be accepted the same way. So she got the bare belly and the mustache. Shamir Jackson says, problem is not a lot of men are into natural beauty of a woman.
I disagree.
Well, that's like society image of beauty of a woman. So I can see where she's coming from, but I disagree with that too, because I'll take natural beauty any day.
Yeah.
Makeup.
And a lot of sisters don't need to wear makeup. Most of us probably date in our community, and most Black women don't. They need very minimal makeup. Very minimal.
Lauren
exactly. And you want to wake up to the same person you went to bed with that night. I mean,
absolutely.
I don't want to turn around and be like, what now? You know what I'm saying? So I definitely. I would. Who is she? Who she is?
What your name is? What your name is?
Oh gosh.
Donna Simpson, guys. I tell you what, a lot of people are chiming in. Mike, this is what Donna said. There you go again, Mike. Makeup is to enhance a woman's natural beauty, not to make you look like someone other than yourself. And I'm catching up. And Junior Duncan keeps trying to get me to answer that same question that he asked me earlier. Yes, and I want to get in also. Alexis Small said, there goes those crickets on your show, that is. Oh, okay. Okay, we get you in, Shawnee. Absolutely. Definitely. Good answer, big bro. And I think she's talking to you, Therio. Donna Simpson says, good answer. Oh, y'all guys getting that approval. The New York fan agrees with the comment, Mike. What point, Lothario? Donna, makeup is an enhancement. Hey, y'all guys redeem yourself. All right. Okay, y'all redeem yourself.
One, let me say this right quick to Miss Donna. I wasn't attacking women who knows their value. I'm attacking the women who don't know their value. Like that. That's the difference. I understand the makeup thing, but when you know your value and you don't have to use that, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I dated a woman who actually totally looked different. She totally act different when she put her makeup on. She totally act different. And I used to tell her, like, you look beautiful. And it was a whole different character. So I'm not going against makeup. I love makeup. I'm going against you knowing who you are. When you take up that makeup, you still walking the same way you walking. You still talking the same way you talking. That makeup doesn't enhance nothing that's in you. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Love Doctor Donna chimed back in and said, she said, no, I didn't think that. She said, you were on point. So Bam Mab, the Love Doctor, is on point tonight.
Hey, got a book coming out tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow.
We got the last two questions of the night. I had some more questions, but I nixed those because we've been having great crowd participation. So that's what we want to have. And The first of the last two questions is: do women use their looks and feminine wiles to broker deals and get what they want? Bam Mad, we're gonna give it to you first so you can get in trouble.
Oh, oh. Well, I don't think all women do that. But you know, in the society of different corporations or whatever, I think it's used to their advantage if they can. Like I said, I don't think all women do that. I just think that in certain cases, to stay, you got to play in some cases. So, but I don't, most women have a respect about themselves that they're not going to do it, but that's not all women. So some women probably do it, some probably don't. So I think I wouldn't even say it's split down the middle. It's just according to what a person's trying to do to make it. So.
Alexa Small says yes, absolutely, and we bet. And then Precious Simmons says we better. All right, 10-4. So, Mayor of Pittsburgh, Steel City. Excuse me, sir. Let me get your title right. Do women use their looks and feminine wiles to broker deals and get what they want?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. There's the most beautiful thing in the world is a beautiful woman. And so, God made them the more attractive of the two sexes. And, if you can use what you got to get what you need, hey, that's one of those old cliche wisdom sayings that go way back. And so, yeah, sometimes you have to be careful of that, of course. But yeah, there's no doubt, you can look on TV. You can look at the reporters. Have you ever seen a really unattractive female reporter? No. You look on ESPN, they're gorgeous. They're all like models. That's because beauty sells. Models are attractive, even though they're kind of funny looking, but they are attractive people because they have a product to sell. Looks sell. So yeah, because we're imperfect people, some women are going to take that and run with it. And perhaps maybe those are the gold diggers that we were talking about a little bit earlier. Real mature women like the women of yesterday's panels, they wouldn't do that, of course. They would never do that.
Good comeback, man. I like that.
I like that save. That's an 86 save right there. That's why he was our spokesman. That's right. We let him talk. Monty and Alexis Small says, even if it's a smile, woman. And Donna Boston said it's happened. Okay. She said it's happened before. All right. Okay. So Monty, do women use their looks and feminine wiles to broker deals and get what they want?
Oh, absolutely. I've seen it firsthand in the corporate world. Like my man Mayor Steel City, beauty, sex sells. When these corporations, and when they pitch their product, the female's going to be attractive, and a lot of times people are not really listening to what the female has to say. They probably see, the looks and then the product and then associate it. And then, okay, I got to get that product because maybe one day, I can have a beautiful woman like that who's advertising it. So, I truly believe, women, if you got it, on it, use it to get what you need to get. So, yeah.
Awesome. No mustache though, right? No mustache in the commercial.
We ain't going back.
I'm just asking.
No mustache.
So Katuri from last night, guys, she give y'all kudos. She said they are so on point with this. So she's going to be on the panel, guys. Katuri said you guys are on point with this. And so the last question of the night, and I know these guys feel like this. It's been an awesome show. But the last question of the night. As a man, what is something you can share with women that they don't understand about us? Monty, we're going to start with you up there. Alexis has something to say. Alexis says, for example, there's a picture of me on my Facebook page for my cakes, and I promise dudes come to my page for my pics. Yeah, they come in there. Yeah, they coming for your pic because you're pretty. But if you had a mustache, they ain't buying no cake from you because they think you might wax that mustache over that cake. As a man, what is something you can share with women that they don't understand about us?
That they don't understand about us? Man, where do I begin? Perhaps I can speak for myself. Just we just like to feel appreciated. I don't, that's just me. Maybe I'm a simple guy, but if I can, be with the woman and they just appreciate me for who I am, and take me for, my shortcomings and put that to the side and we can work together and build. And I, just feeling appreciated.
All right. Okay. Appreciated. Monty said he want to feel appreciated. Mike B.
Yes, sir.
As a man, what is something you can share with women that they don't understand about us?
And Monty says it could be a lot, but we do listen. Just because we don't act as quick as y'all want us to act, we do listen. And if a man, one thing about it, when a man is into you, his action is going to speak louder than his words. If he's not into you, you're gonna get the blow by. You definitely gonna get the blow by. But we do listen, and sometimes because our thinking is different, we take a little bit longer sometimes. Just to take that moment and to hear you. And even sometimes when we hear you, we go outside and we still think about it a little bit more. But we do listen. I think a lot of times women don't think that we're good listeners. We are great listeners. We just don't respond as quickly as y'all would want us to respond.
10-4.
Good advice.
That's awesome, man. You and Monty, y'all jammed it up. I'm laughing. When you see me laughing, I'm reading these comments. And I'm not gonna tell you the comments because I want Lothario to answer before I tell him the comments. But yeah, I don't want to tell you this comment. As a man, what is something you can share with women that they don't understand about us, Mayor of Steel City?
I think if you can be your man's best friend, if you can look at things from his perspective, especially in our community, a lot of people believe that, the black man is an endangered species. We have, this country wasn't really designed for us. So, the natural or the old construct of how relationships, should evolve, they're slowly dissolving. Women are being empowered, but at the very same time, how we look at relationships, women, how you want a man to do certain things, those have to dissolve as well. So find out who your man is, be his best friend, and y'all help each other. Y'all help each other to get to that common goal, be your best friends, look at it from his perspective, and you guys should thrive, and he should reciprocate the exact same thing. And, if I was a counselor, that would be the advice that I would give.
Man, I'm just going to say, man, the two guys are just, this, honestly, we had an awesome cast last night, but this cast was off the chain too. And I'm looking forward to our third show, which will probably be definitely a little later. So we can make sure we get everybody together. We're going to have some different questions. We're going to have both casts from tonight and last night together. And we're gonna chop it up. That's what the young people say. We're gonna chop it up, guys. I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing now. I'm gonna start with the light stuff. Allison Taylor Gadsden says, "Great answers, guys." Says, "Great answers." Junior Duncan says, "Speak, brothers. Speak, brothers." Donna Simpson said, "Key points, fellas. Thanks for being open and sharing." And now I'm gonna show y'all what had me laughing. What had me laughing. Alexis Small says, "Y'all don't even understand yourself." Michelle Harris I can't believe Michelle said this. Y'all gonna start crying now when I ask the last question. And Alexis is laughing. But I think that they don't think that, guys are sensitive too. We're sensitive too, man.
Yeah.
And
men do cry. Men do cry.
Yeah, we have feelings too. We have feelings too,
Can I say something real quick on that?
Please, man.
This real quick. And it's a little bit of what you asked, but one of the biggest disservice of actually, because now since I am basically single, one of the biggest disservice that a man or a woman can do is bring their past into a relationship and they're not healed yet. A lot of men and women want to be loved, but when it boils down to it, they didn't give this. Yeah, they're not ready for it. So when you get in that relationship and you say, okay, you know what, then you can't even have a conversation before you remind her of him. But that's your conversation. You ain't actually did nothing yet, but because she's not fully healed yet, she's gonna drag you down that same road. So do yourself a favor. If you've been hurt, understand it. Get yourself take your time off or whatever. Then when you get in a relationship, start all over again and leave your past in the past.
Go ahead, he's like a love doctor, man.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying.
You really
that's facts, man.
You sound like a love doctor, man.
Yo,
you got some.
I'm telling you from experience. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
People hurt people.
Exactly. Hurt people. I like that, Vaughn. Right. I'm gonna have to use that.
So you can't build a new building your old building. One man told me that. Mike, you got a lot of people.
Hey man, that's true. That's true, Mike. Hey, we gotta represent for the single guys, man.
That's it, man.
It is, man.
Hey, Donna said, "Tell it, Mike." Junior Duncan says, "How are you single, Mike? Either you are or not."
Hey, you wasn't supposed to say that. I paid you not to say that. See, that's why I don't. I paid you. I want my money back tomorrow. I want my money back.
Michelle Harris said both ways. That's right. Alexis Small says, "Okay, sir, you better preach." Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike. Donna Simpson said, "Don't jump from relationship to relationship." I tell you, they're coming in now. Allison Taylor says, "Yes." She's clapping. Applause, and Junior's laughing. Junior Duncan is laughing.
I'm gonna get
you Duncan on one of these shows, man.
Yeah, you got to.
We got to be on one of these shows. Absolutely. I can hear right now, no corns. Like you even got, hey. So guys, y'all redeem yourself because I'm gonna tell you earlier, and it looked kind of rough.
Oh yeah.
It was all y'all. I was like, woo, we do that show together. That's gonna be kind of tough, but yeah, it looks kind of rough. But hey, I want to thank my cast for coming here tonight. I want to thank
you for inviting me.
I want to thank Mike Bryant, my homeboy, Lothario Vanish. I mean, nothing but love. We want to thank J3 that broke in like LeBron real quick. Star Wars with the lights and everything. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then then he just broke out because he had to go ahead and play games with his kids. And I definitely want to thank all of you for checking in tonight. We love you guys. Thank you for your questions and for your crowd participation. Junior's still saying this. Can I ask a question? I'm not. We thank y'all for tuning in tonight to the Moral Compass. Women
going to the Super Bowl, baby. The Mayor's Steel Nation going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, the Mayor's Steel Nation said they're going to the Super Bowl.
Anybody can buy a ticket. Just remember that. Anybody can buy a Corona ticket at that.
Y'all ain't gonna beat Buffalo. Buffalo got y'all, bro.
Oh, it's Buffalo.
Right. Buffalo got y'all.
Oh, Donna Simpson said it was awesome. I thank my classmates for that. I love my classmates. Thank you, Donna Simpson. And Junior Duck is laughing, man. Junior's crazy. But to everybody out there, thank you for watching tonight. We enjoy having you. We hope you have a wonderful night and a happy and prosperous new year.
Good night.
that music from?
All right, bro.
What's up, man? All right, bro. Love you, bro.
Yeah, man. Love you always. All right, Michael Bryant.
Yeah, man. Take care of yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
Nice seeing you, bro.
Likewise.
You've been around them people too long, man. You've just been around them people too long.